It was the most real video if you have a little kid. And if you feel like you have a really hard time getting your little one to like calm their wild feral energy, especially before bedtime or in the mornings before school, let me share with you a tip that I love using with my own kids who are 6, almost 4 and 2. This is also helpful if they're having like a big tantrum or meltdown, or they're just really dysregulated in general. But the first thing is, doing activities like this is actually really good for regulating your little kids, because all the sensory input into their body helps ground their nervous system. That's why you will always see me talking about having my kids do splat pad and like running and jumping onto pillows. But sometimes you need to get them from that energy into like calm energy, and they want nothing to do with taking a deep breath. So this is where I use what I call going down activities. Now I have a whole list of these in my Wild Hands activity guide if you want like all of the ideas that you can start using, but one of my favorites is a burrito or a pillow squish. Because the trick is that you actually have to tell your little kid's body, their nervous system, hey, it's time to go into like calm, resting energy. And a really good way to do that is through, again, sensory pressure. So we will start with splat pad or jumping around, dancing on the trampoline, anything wild like this, and then we'll head to their bedroom and we'll start to do like a pillow squish or a burrito roll. And I always start really silly, like high energy, and then slowly bring it down to give their body time to relax. So this starts with maybe like putting the pillow on them at first and like wiggling it around and being like, I'm squishing you in the bed, right? I'm squishing a Freya burrito. And then slowly getting calmer and calmer, slowing down how I'm pushing. Starting with like wild wiggles while I'm pushing the pillow over their stomach or their arms or their legs, and then slowing down over time, getting softer, moving into slower, deeper pressure, lowering my voice, lowering the energy. And honestly, this takes like 3 minutes and it will fully bring their body down. And then they are ready to do their jammies, do their teeth, read a book, and they're not in this like frantic, crazy energy. Knowing how to regulate your little one through their body with different regulating activities is like chef's kiss, one of the best things you can learn and have in your tool belt as a parent, whether you have a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, or like a 7-year-old, anywhere in between, because regulating their body is the key to regulating their emotions and their energy.